So one of the questions I see a lot in the RV groups is, how do you do your laundry on the road? I asked the same question before I started out, and we're going to talk about that today.
People always told me I need someone like you, someone who gets me and someone who's cool, yeah. And I like the way you are, and now I want it all.
Now this cabinet set back here is where we would have a washer and dryer if we had one. This particular RV is set up for a washer and dryer, but we don't have one. The good thing is you can always find a laundromat no matter where you're at. I believe every park that we've stayed at has had a laundromat of some kind. Some have only had like 2 washers and dryers, some have had up to 30. But let me start by showing you our little laundry station back here in our bedroom. Right down here is where all the magic happens. If I open this drawer right here on the top, you can see where there are hookups for a washer if we had one. Down here is where it would be located, but we don't have them, so we use this area for our laundry station. Now let me show you this. This bottom shelf here is perfect size to hold our laundry basket. We just have some typical storage, razors and toiletries on the second shelf. On the third shelf here is where we keep everything related to the laundry. When we're ready to do the laundry, pull out the basket and set it on the bed. Pull out this container that has everything we need in it. Dryer sheets, scent booster, quarters for the machine, although a lot of the machines just take cards now. We have this giant container right here that is full of Gain flings. Now, we can't just toss this whole thing in the basket and go. So we've devised a system. Everything goes in its own specific container. Quarters, scent booster, dryer sheets, although put them in this container right here. This is a container that you use for wipes in the bathroom. This was like, I don't know, $4 or $5 at Walmart, full of wipes. Once they were used, we saved the container. The top pops right open, and you can open it and fill it with dryer sheets. It seals to keep them fresh, and that way you don't have to take the other box with you. And last but not least, the Gain flings. These are much easier than taking a box of powder or a big bottle of liquid. This is an old container I saved from grated Parmesan. We use 2 to 3 of these flings for each load, so you just throw the amount that you need in this container. We'll probably have about 3 loads today. So I'm just going to toss in a handful here. That should be enough. Close it up. In the basket it goes. Seal up your container and put it away. Now, when I first started out, this whole thing was full. I get my Gain flings from Sam's Club. I think you get about 140 of them for like $20. That is a major savings over buying them by the individual bags. Now, we used to throw this stuff in the car and drive it down to the laundromat, but it's usually only a few hundred feet from your RV. We don't have a golf cart, a wagon is too big, so we had to come up with another idea. And for that, I'm going to pass it on to the wife.
Hey everybody! So today we're going to talk about some laundry matters. We have a big old basket right there of laundry that's ready to go about 3 or 4 blocks down the road to do the laundry. And I didn't want to take the car because I do want to get some exercise. So my husband saw this last night at Walmart, adjustable utility shopping cart. And we were going to go on Amazon and buy one of those rolling carts, but we decided that this was quicker. So this is what we're doing. And to put inside so that the laundry's not hanging out or everybody's looking at it, we found this bag. Now, first of all, this cart cost about $28 in Walmart. And this bag, which is a nice canvas bag, it's got a little pocket here that we can put our soap and whatnot in, and it's nice and deep and light. So what we're going to do is just put that inside this utility cart. And you know, when you live in an RV, you have to try to find things that work easy for you. This just folds up and we can stick it, I don't know, behind the chair or behind the desk or under the compartments, but we want it handy because we do laundry once a week. So at least once a week anyway. All right, so let's get started on this. You can see as I'm undoing this cart thing, there is assembly required. So there are some nuts and bolts here. So when I get this done, I'm going to have my husband Nathan put it together. This is the main card for the cart to show you what it looks like. And then over here are the instructions for the assembly.
Okay, so as we took this apart, you can see we've got just a few separate little things here, a couple of wheels, a rod here, the handle, and the rest is all together here already. We've also got a little bag of components here, a spring and some other things. These were all held together by a handful of twist ties and zip ties. So the zip ties you have to cut to get the parts off, and the twist ties, self-explanatory. Pretty easy to open everything up. And in looking at the instructions here, it says that the only tool you need is pliers. So I'm going to get those out and we're going to go ahead and set this up. Okay, so I've got everything set out here. We're going to see just how easy this is to put together. The first thing here, apparently we just unfold the cart. So that is pretty easy. This little bar here goes right through here, and this will be for the wheels. Now this comes with these little cotter pins here. So we're going to take one of these for each side, place it in the hole, one on the other side, and then we're going to take our pliers and bend this up. One this way and one this way. That way it'll prevent it from coming out. Okay, so we start with a washer on each side, then a spring on each side, another washer, and then a wheel on each side. And finally, one more washer on each side. But as we put the washer on, we need to put another cotter pin through the little hole on the end. Put the cotter pin through this little hole. That holds the wheel on. And just like with the other ones, we're going to fold each side back and around the dowel here. On there the best you can. And there we go. Same with the other side. Washer, squeeze it in, cotter pin. Okay, so now that is set up, we can stand it up here. And the only thing we have left is our handle, which is going to go right on here. And you can see this has holes, and there's a little button that you push in. And that button, as you push it in and push this down, will snap into place. So we have two little pieces left. These two plastic end pieces. And these you just put right on the end of the metal bar that holds the wheels on. One on each side. And there you go. The cart is finished.
All right, so now we're going to put the bag in here, and I don't think it's going to be big enough to drape. So what we can do is just drape it over here, like so, and then fill up the laundry bag with your laundry, and that way you don't have to fill it up here and then try to get it in the basket. Okay, so here's the bag filled up, and there's still room here for more. This is at least 3 loads of laundry, and then it can tie up like so, and you can actually, if Nathan goes with me to the laundromat, he can just like lift this up if he wanted to. Okay, and here is the pouch where you can put your detergent and your softener or whatever else you use for your laundry, and then it's ready to roll.
People always told me I need someone like you, someone who gets me and someone